Okay, guys. Well, welcome to the future, by the way. Now, what we are going to be talking today, Liam was talking, is really another way to contact people, but it's much more bigger than what we had before. I'm not going to go into the data, what's happening with Facebook right now or anything like that, because I want to go right into the action. But this social networking is happening. And that doesn't mean that you're going to stop doing the other things that you're doing, because there is a saying the fishermen have it, the more lines you have in the water, the more fish you are going to catch. And ICN is interestingly because the kind of pay plan that we have, we don't need a lot of super big hitters in order to be successful. You happen to find two, one on each leg that are really good, and like Jimmy Smith said, the game over. Doing this, you can add more than that, but you have to be consistent. Now, something really important too. This may not happen overnight, like sometimes can happen, but the important things to remember is like prospecting, normal prospecting. You are planting seeds the first 30 days. The next 30 days, you see little plants coming up. You may sponsor people in the first 30 days, obviously, especially people that you already have some kind of relationship. And then the second 30 days, you're going to sponsor more people. And the last 30 days, then you are going to see those trees. And in other words, the first 90 days, you are creating a very strong base. And then the following 30 days, this will be 120 days, then you are start seeing all these fruits. And because you keep planting every month or every 30 days, get to the point that you're going to be sponsoring people every week, every single week, and many times more, almost every day, because you are going to have a pipeline so full of people that, gosh, you're going to be super successful. And what I'm going to talk about is being working very strongly for many people, and I'm going to show some examples. And Leanne, well, is a good example. And she basically started last week when we talked just 4 days ago. We talk about this and look what is happening. But anyway, let's start it. First, let's talk about prospecting. Let me take this off here. Okay. Now you can see the whole slide.
Yes,
Okay. Yeah. Just can you hear me?
we hear you perfectly.
Okay. Well, prospecting. But let's talk about prospecting before social media. Now, before social media, we were saying make a list of people, learn scripts, and call the list. Now, you know what is interesting? It has not changed much because after social media is the same thing. Make a list, learn a script, and call the list. In this case, we are going to talk to the list. But the cool thing is that here is going to make it way simpler, and we are going to show you why. I'm going to prove you how simple this thing is. Now, we talk about talking to at least two people a day or contacting two people a day. With social media, you can do 20 people a day, 30 people a day. I mean, imagine how fast your business can go. I was talking to a person that has made millions in network marketing. As a matter of fact, she's retired. She's only 34 and she's retired. And she told me something very interesting that today, with all the tools that we have, the speed with people are going to be moving in network marketing is way faster. But again, she said, you know what is interesting? She said, always is going to be the same people. And I said, what do you mean? People with special skills, special people with three eyes? And she said, no, people that are consistent. Listen, this is really important. People that are consistent doing the same thing over and over again, because again, you have to be planting seeds all the time. Well, anyway, let's go. As you see the colors here, the black is the cold market, the yellow warm market, and the hot market is the red one. Now, hot market is people that we know very well. These are friends and family, people that know us very well. Warm market is people that we know, maybe not very well, but we know them. We know who they are. It's people that we talk once in a while. Could be even a person that we talk on the telephone once in a while. Somebody we talking on Facebook. They know us, but we don't know them very well. And cold market is the rest of the planet. Now, this is the way that was before. Our hot market was limited to usually a geographic location, but many times we have obviously good friends and family living far away. Then the yellow, the warm market, and the cold market. Now, look at the difference today. The whole planet is the cold market. The reason is because the technology that we have now. And then what happened that our warm market grows too, and our hot market grows. In other words, we have a much bigger reach. Today, doing the business is way less expensive than was before. Let me tell you, for example, when we started in network marketing, I'm talking about Leanne and Alex and myself. At the time, we had to pay per minute calls. We had to send packages. When we were working with people that didn't live in our area, we were sending videos that cost us $5, $6, $7, $10, and the shipping and everything. We were spending $10 or $15 per person that we were prospecting. At one point, I was spending almost $1,000 per month in telephone calls. Today, you don't have to do anything like that because we have the tools. We have social media, of course. We have our website with the different videos. We have the different tools that we have in Isogenics and in our group. And this, of course, makes the business much simpler. Now, in the past, too, many people say, gee, I run out of warm market. That is right here. And hot market, I ain't going to buy leads. And suddenly you were paying $2, $3, $4, $5 per lead because they were the only ones that were okay. Because if you were buying 50 cents leads, probably never, nobody answered ever, or the telephones are always disconnected. But then what happened? You have to go through a lot of lists in order to find a good person. It's a really hard and very expensive. As a matter of fact, one of my friends in network marketing, he is an expert in leads. He had built through leads in the past, and now he's using a lot of social media. But he told me that if I was not investing $1,000 a month in leads, I was not doing well. Think about that. $1,000 a month in leads. That means that today, if you buy leads, you still are going to, I don't say spinning the wheels, but it's really tough. It's a really tough market. But now imagine that you can get leads for free. People that ask you, oh, yeah, I want to know more about what you have. Oh, wow. How many would you pay for those leads? The cool thing that this is free. Now, we have some examples. We have an example here, Gina Lamotte. She has sponsored 60 people since March alone. She's a 3-star Golden Circle right now. And this is just through Facebook. Brian Priest, he just got in Isogenics a few weeks ago, and he sponsored 8 people of 9 that checked the videos. And this was in his first 2 weeks in Isogenics. I don't know how he's doing now because I don't have contact with him, but I found because he's in the downline of somebody I know. But anyway, this is a good example. Now, first, let me show you how we are going to be adding friends in Facebook. First, obviously, the people, your family, you will find your friends and acquaintances. You find them on Facebook. If you are on Facebook, you go there and find them. And if you are in Facebook, you start looking for them. And this is the simplest market to add to your list. And by the way, it could be a really big market because you simply ask, I want to add you to my list of friends in Facebook. That's it. That's the only thing that you have to do. How hard is that? That's the only thing that you have to do. By the way, in other calls, we are going to go well in detail how to approach friends and family. And by the way, it's basically the same way that we approach it today, but we are sending messages. We are chatting. It's different. But anyway, I see it's really simple, adding friends to your list on Facebook. Now, let me clarify something. When I say Facebook, if you have LinkedIn too, or Twitter or YouTube, that also qualify. When I say Facebook, I'm talking really about social media in general, because this applies to basically everything. The reason I talk about Facebook is because Facebook is the largest social media right now out there. It's the largest one. Now, second, you are going to add more friends. Now, these are people that probably went to the same schools that you went to. They didn't have, that doesn't have to be people that went to school at the same time that you did. And this is really important. It's very simple, and I'm going to go in a second how you ask them to be your friends. The people that have common jobs or professions, present and past, also same likes like sports, movies, books, etc. Same town, state, etc. And also common friends and suggestions from Facebook. Facebook and also for example, LinkedIn, they suggest people for you to connect with, and this is unlimited, by the way. It's for example, you see somebody that writes something great, you are going to ask that person to be your friend. And I'm going to go in a second how you do it, and I'm going to show you my computer how you can find out. It's really simple. And make sure you are taking notes. Although it's very simple, it's very easy to forget. Now, let's go into action. Okay, before I go into the scripts, okay, let me go into my computer. All right. Now, let's go into Facebook. Right now, I'm Okay, Facebook. Okay, oh, that's not my account. Huh, interesting. You go to my account. Okay. I hope you're not copying my password. No, you can't anyway. All right. Now, this is really cool. Really cool what I'm going to show you now. And now we are going to go into the world of Facebook. That, by the way, Facebook was a nation. By the way, this is the news feed. Let me go to profile very quick. If Facebook was a nation, would be the third largest nation in the world. Just China and India would be bigger. Think about this. Okay, now this is mine. As you see, two things that are really important, and some of you already heard me many times saying the same thing, but they say that actually repetition is the mother of all skills. The profile, okay, when you click on profile, that's what everybody else see. Home, when you click home, is what your friends are doing. Very simple. Again, your profile is what everybody sees. It's why it's important to keep it clean. And as you see, I don't have any of those little things that say, do you think George is sexy or something like that? Or do you think that anything, or somebody invited you to a game or something like that? It's not there. Every time there's something there that I don't want to, I just click, for example, here, and I can remove it. Okay, I can remove that, although that's asking for birthday, it's no problem. But you see, it's really simple. You can remove it, and if it's again usually, and I don't have anything here, it's going to say something like, do you want to block that game? And you say yes, or do you block that because you want to make sure that you keep this clean right now. Make sure you have the schools where you went to, because I remember that's a way that you're going to find people that went to your school. It's very, very simple. And now, if you want to, the other thing that you make sure have the professions where you are, your hometown. I don't have my hometown here, but I have your hometown. And make sure that you always have a picture smiling. You don't have to have a banner like this. As a matter of fact, I met many people that are really successful, and they don't have a banner. As a matter of fact, let me show you. Let me see if I find her. Okay, here. You see, she has sponsored 60 people, and she doesn't have a banner. It's really simple. As simple as that. Okay. And anyway, but you don't have to have a banner. I have a banner. As a matter of fact, I don't like it much yet. I'm probably going to change it. But it's really simple. The other thing is you're going to find friends, and you just find, you enter here the name of the person that you want to find. It doesn't, I'm going to do it right now. I don't occur anything to me, but let's suppose I am finding somebody. This was my best friend, one of my best friends anyway. Okay, here he is, of course. And then you can find friends, and then, of course, you click on the friends, and then you're accepted as you ask for them to be your friend. Also, very simple. As you see, let's suppose that you are looking for a town or university. Let's suppose here, let's talk about University of Utah. Now, when you're looking for something, make sure you click right here. Even if you see it here on this list, make sure you click here. And the reason is because you want to make sure that you have all the pages. Sometimes the ones that are here are the ones that have the most likes and you, in the last time. You just click here. And then, for example, I didn't go to the University of Utah. I could write like, but let's suppose click here. And as soon as you click like, and I'm not going to do it now, you can write, okay, here. And then you can write positive stuff, etc. And once in a while write something. The more you write, the more people notice it. And now when somebody writes there, if somebody writes there, if you like what they write, you can send, ask the person, oh, I read what was there. I would like to be your friend. And I'm going to show you the script in a second. Let's suppose that you talk about real estate too. Real estate. Okay, and again, look, if you have been in real estate, you look for real estate. Interesting, here's everybody that is in real estate. Now, you can look for pages, and then let's suppose that you want to subscribe to Real Estate Investor because you invest in real estate. You click like, I'm going to click like because I like real estate. And then you can write anything. You can post videos, but something positive. Never try to say, oh, I have a great opportunity because they can freeze your account. If somebody writes something that you think is good, then ask the person, oh, I love the way what you wrote. I would like to be part of your circle of friends. That's simple. But you see, this is an example. Anyway, now, I'm not going to go more into that, but you can play on with this. By the way, this one has over 12,000 that they like. One more thing, and this is important. Every time, once in a few, every few days, if you can do it every day, it's great. You can write positive things like what I did here. Knowledge is not power; it is only potential power. The right application of knowledge is the real power. Now, 5 people like it. Look at that. But you know what is interesting? Once in a while, I have people that are not my friends yet, and they're there. And that's a good way to get friends. Now, you may say, how do they know about that if they're not my friends? About how do they see what I wrote? Really, really simple. And I'm going to go a little more. Really, really simple. Because when let's suppose that you write like something, your friends are going to see that too. That's interesting. And then that's a good way to get to other people. Now, if one of their friends of one of the people that click like what you wrote, and the person is going to sign up, make sure you call the friend that is directly to you. Say, hey, one of your friends is signing up. The person like what I have. Now, here's another example. They are 16. This was something I did about 5 days ago. You look what is interesting. They are not my friends. Something interesting about this, by the way, is that most of them are asking to be my friend already. Really cool, huh? Remember, what you write on your profile, friends of your friends are going to see. It's why it's so important to have your profile clean, because you don't want people writing something weird there that the friends of your friends are going to see too. Keep that in mind. Now, let me go to back to the scripts. This is an overview, and make sure you go through this several times. I'm going a little faster, but I just want to go into the scripts right now. Okay, let's go here. Now, here are some scripts. Asking people who have things in common with you or are suggested by Facebook. Oh, before I forget, now that I say that, are suggested by Facebook. This is really cool. When you look on the right side of your profile, sometimes it's in your home, sometimes in your profile, it reads people that you may know. These are people that Facebook is suggesting. You can ask them to be your friends, and if you want to see all of them, click here and look at that. All the people that Facebook suggest. That's cool. By the way, you can do it by city, by high school. Look at that, mutual friend, etc. But they're already giving you a huge list, and you can send them asking them to be your friends. Something very important: never ask more than 10 people a day. Now, when there are people that they are suggested, you probably can go all the way to 20, but never more, because then your account can be freeze for a couple of days, like happened to one of my associates, actually 2 of my associates last week, because they got too excited. Now let's go into action, into the scripts. Okay. For example, if it's a person that you have things in common, I see you and I have X thing in common, friends, school, profession, likes. If, for example, you like something or you saw something that you like it, I would like to be part of your network of friends. By the way, you don't need I don't know why I have okay, you don't need that. Anyway, the second one is, I like what you post on, etc. Blank. I would like to be part of your network of friends. Really simple. By the way, these scripts are going to be tonight. I'm going to send it to Alex, and you are going to be able to download it from How to Get Going. You don't have to write them now. The next one is, Facebook suggests your name, and we have some friends in common. I would like to be part of your network of friends. Facebook, when they suggest names, 99% of the cases is because you have some friends in common. There may be exceptions, but most of the time is when you have friends in common. And you see, this is really simple. I see you and I have friends in common, and a school, profession, etc. Or I like what you post on whatever. I would like to be part of your network of friends. Facebook suggests your name, and we have some friends in common. Really, really simple. I'm sure I'm not gonna say that, but I'm sure many of you can do this for sure. Now, when asking people to be your friend, now let's start in the script. Thanks for accepting me as part of your circle of friends, Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, etc. It's a great, excuse me, friends. Facebook is a great site to network with many people. By the way, what do you do? This is after this, as you see here, we are going to start a conversation. Thanks to accepting me as part of your circle. This is after the person asks you to be your friend, after the person accepts you. Thanks for accepting me as part of your circle of friends. Facebook is a great site to network with many people. By the way, what do you do? And then you leave it open. Now, when I say that you can have several conversations at the same time, and the cool thing, because the conversations are not a real time, you can refer to your scripts. You don't look nervous when you're writing. You just can cut and paste. And again, all these scripts are going to be on how to get going. Now, oops, hold on a second. Oh, okay, something is not working here. Okay. Hold on a second, because um, I have a little technical difficulty. I guess I have to go to Plan B. Okay, Plan B. I'm glad I have it here. Okay, here's Plan B. Now, you see, it's a great thing. By the way, what do you do in your job? Because they can tell you what do you do. Okay, how long have you been there or working there? What did you do before? For how long did you do it? How do you like what you're doing? Have you ever thought doing something different? This is interesting because all these conversations, the idea is, first of all, is to connect with the person, but also there are disqualifiers, because many people are going to disqualify in these first five, six, or seven questions, especially the seven. If a person say, "Oh, I'm happy, I don't want to do anything," guys, there are 650 million people in Facebook. There are over 100 in LinkedIn. There are over 100 something millions in YouTube. There are 200 and something million in Twitter. There are over 100 million in MySpace. Guys, don't waste time with one person. If the person sounds like doesn't want to talk, or sounds like a person that you don't want to have in your business, or if it's a person that it seems that the conversation is not going anywhere, do not keep the conversation going. Find somebody else. Now, here we continue. Have you ever heard of about network marketing? Have you ever been part of a network marketing company? How was your experience? Do you do any other company? How was your experience? This is really important because, guys, we want to know how they did. Why do you think do you think you did not have so much success? What else? What else happened? And then, would you be open to look to another opportunity that does not have those obstacles? You see, by the time you get to question number 15, when the person says, "Yeah, I want to know more," there is when you are going to use the isogenics tools. There's when you are going to direct the people to the videos. There is when the person is going to see the information, and then, of course, later you're going to do a follow-up. I recommend, if you are brand new, that you do the follow-up with your upline. But it's really simple. In a past webinar, probably the one that I did 4 weeks ago, you have a script for follow-up. It's really simple. But anyway, as you see, it's really simple. You follow the script. Remember, you're doing it by messaging. Sometimes you can be chatting with the person on real time. Sometimes the person prefers to contact you through emails, because that can happen, and to get to the point that you are going to go to talk to the person on the phone. And usually it will be most of the time after you send the person to the tool, or you can call the person, introduce yourself, and saying something really simple. I'm sending you a video for you to see what you think, and I will call you back with one of my associates. That's simple. You do this consistently, and you can be really, really, really successful. Again, this script is going to be on the site very soon. Now, as I say, this is the script when you have seen you are suggested by Facebook, or you are asking people who have things in common. Now, what happens if you are writing things and positive messages, and somebody asks you to be a friend? This is really simple. Here, let me go here. Thanks for accepting me as part of your circle of friends. Facebook is a great site to network with many people. By the way, what do? You see, that sounds exactly the same that the other one. Interesting. Hmm? And then what do? Then next, you follow the same script that we just follow. Really simple. Doesn't change a bit. It's the same script. As a matter of fact, I have it here. Okay. And you see, when people ask you to be their friend, and the script is exactly the same 15 questions. There's no much different. Guys, this is a generic script, works with everybody, with a person that is a networker, with a person that is in sales. However, in future calls, we are going to be introducing some script that is specific for certain areas. That doesn't mean that they don't work, these don't work, but the other scripts are more specific if you are talking to a student or a networker or etc. Although this is cool about networker, but let me give you a hint. When somebody tells you, and it's going to happen a lot on Facebook, say that they are in a company, always ask, are you full-time or part-time? And then the next question is, why are you doing it part-time? That's simple as that. And then they are going to tell you, and then it's when you go into you can jump in the question. Remember which one here? Why do you think you did not have so much success? In this case, because they are doing, why do you think you are not having so much success? As simple as that. The cool thing again is about the scripts that they because most of the conversations are not real time, and even if they are real time, it gives you time to look for the answer. It is really simple. By the way, a nice side effect of reading these scripts is that after a while they are ingrained in your brain, in your subconscious. And what happened, and I noticed myself, when I'm talking to people live, sometimes I'm talking to somebody and I realize that I'm using these scripts because this script works in face to face too. That's powerful. In other words, the more you are chatting with people on Facebook, the more you are training yourself on the different scripts. That's cool because they become part of you. You're not learning it by memory or anything like that. It's just that the more you repeat the scripts, the more they become part of you. And you may use different words, but you have the spirit of the scripts. But anyway, Alex, let me get back to you. I don't know if anybody has any questions.
Yeah, well, George, thank you so much for a great insight into how Facebook works. And, I've been hearing lots of great stories from our team members. Leanne's story, speaks volumes. And I just wanted to find out from all of you that are on the line right now if you have any questions. Uh, let's let's see here. We have one question right now, and it
Okay.
says, "What should a person post when they first join?"
Okay, the cool thing, and as a matter of fact, let me go to the internet again because this is really cool. You're going to post positive personal knowledge, personal quotes. Now, they don't have to be personal. Some people say, yeah, but I can think in so many inspirational stuff if I'm going to do it really often. Really quick, let me show you. You go to google.com, and then if you're going to look for inspirational quotes, what do you write on Google search? Maybe inspirational quotes. Whoa, it's already there. And then you click back, and suddenly you have in this one, and there are many pages like that. They're about success, life, imagination, follow your dream, build good character, etc., etc. Let's talk about follow your dreams and to see what is in there. And see, in this case, this I have spread my dreams beneath your feet. Play it softly because you tread on my dreams, or whatever. I cannot even read it. But anyway, what I mean is, you see, you have a lot. The thoughts, though, they don't have to be yours. However, let me make sure, and this is really important, do not post a link to whatever code you have. Make sure you write it down. Because if you post a link, as soon as the person goes there, guess what? Click on the link, they're going to be going away. And if they like it, they're never going to post like it there in your site. They may post a comment, but most people don't post comment. Most people say like, click like. That's why make sure do not have a link. I've seen many people in isogenics that I told them do not have a link, but they still have the link there on the Facebook. When I mean a link, let me show you. You can post a link. If I click here, you can post a link to a website, to a personal message, etc. But you don't do that because you want to keep people within your Facebook site. You write something here, and then you share. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Really simple. By the way, if you feel that you are good, feel good in camera, and you can have motivational thought, you can click here. Click. You see, and then you can record from your webcam or from your drive. But I prefer to write something, although I'm going to be using videos. But if you do it from your computer or from your webcam, again, the comments stay within your Facebook. Do not place a link to somebody else in YouTube because when the person goes to YouTube channel, what is going to happen? They're going to click like on the person that produced the video and not on yours. It's really, really important. Really, really important. But guys, as you see, it's really simple. But anyway, thank you, Alex.
Great, thank you, George. And there is another question here. And the question reads, should they post anything about the new business they just started with Isogenics?
Uh, okay, this is the way that they would post. If they're saying I'm in a new business opportunity or I'm really excited about my new business, what happens is when they do that, they already advertisement network marketing, and some people may be saying, "Oh yeah, sure." A lot of people does the same thing. But if you post something like, and let me talk, have as an example for the products and another example for the business. For the products, I am ready to help 6 people to lose 20 pounds in the next 30 days. When you post that, people are looking at you like like the person that is the expert. That's the main line that Gina used. She is really product oriented. That's why she used that line. But again, if you post that, you're going to have a lot of people that are products. You want business people. Now, if it's business people, what do you write? I'm ready to have 5 people. The reason you say I'm ready is like if you have an opening. You can say, when I say 5 or 6, by the way, it is just a number. You can say only 2 or 3 or 10. I would not put too many because then it doesn't make sense if you say, I'm ready to help 100 people. No, don't say that. But something like that, very simple. Now, if a person asks you in what business you are, and I guess that probably is part of the questions too, when you say, what do you do? And say, well, what do you do? And say, I work with a group of millionaires, and we are assisting people and create an income on the internet. And that's it, as simple as that. Because something like, how do you do that? And then if they ask you, how do you do that? The question is not there, but you say something like, why would you like to know? Why would you like to know? It's a polite way to say, and the reason is because when you ask the question, why would you like to know? And it's not in the script, probably I'm going to put it in the script in case somebody asks you that. Then the person is going to say, well, because I want to make some extra money. Then you continue with the script. Really simple. But again, I work with a group of millionaires or a group of people that have earned millions of dollars because it's the truth, millions of dollars, and we are ready, or I am ready. You say I am ready right now to work, help 5 people to make money over the internet. And then again, they ask you, how do you do that? I said, why would you like to know? And then and the person say, well, because I want to make money. And then you go into the script. What do you do right now? How long you been in it? In other words, stick to the script. Very important before we go. Never write more than the other person. Never start getting a lot of information about yourself because here you want to know more about the other person, more about them, what the needs are, and how Isogenics can help them to reach those needs. That's what you want to know, and it's why you have to always write probably half of what the other person is writing.